So let's talk a little bit about the book. What led you to write this book?
Yeah, good question. So yeah, first chapter delves into that really heavily with our story and stuff, but the Cliff Notes version, obviously, because not most people probably listening don't have it, is I answered that exact question where basically 10 years ago, we didn't even have kids yet. But we were being mentored by this, they're really close to us now, closest mentors, love them. They've impacted our life so much, but we were starting to kind of get in this relationship with this family that had kids. And they just, the best way to put it is they just did family differently. I was just like, why? They were entrepreneurial with their children. Their kids were making decisions and doing experiments that I'd never seen before. They were always doing stuff together. They were going on mission. They were like, It just was powerful. It was engaging. It was all those things where you see it and you're like, oh, when I have a family, I want that.
Yeah.
And long story short, a lot of me asking questions, a lot of me scratching behind that surface is, I kind of basically, I remember one conversation with the dad where I was like, you guys do family so weird, I think was what I said. Why do you do family so different and so weird? And he kind of just stopped me in my tracks. He says, Jeff, we're not doing family different and weird. He goes, this is the ancient design that's been in scriptures for 2,000 years. He goes, America and the West does family weird. You know what I mean? Like, with, emphasis on, what he calls, a collection of individuals being the springboard for like the family is nothing more in the West of basically being a launching pad to just launch out a bunch of individuals, but there's no collective unit. There's no team. There's no mission. When the ancient design of scriptures clearly shows that. And so that was the kind of the first thread. And as I continued to unravel, it's transformed our life, transformed our marriage, transformed us with our kids. And so this is very much a like, hey, I want to tell everyone about it type of thing.
Oh, that's so good. And it's so interesting how it does go back to Bible. Sure. They did it right. God gave us a model, and because we let culture get in the way of doing things the way God says, this is really a good way to do it. The best way to do it. Yeah. Somehow we stray away from that.
Exactly. Well, it's easy. And it's funny because we will make fun of the Israelites or make fun of the stuff that we see in scripture of like, or we'll kind of like scoff at them with their idolatry, but it's everyone you can't see your cultural idols when you're in that culture. Yeah. I mean, you're blinded by that. Yeah. And so we are very much like that in the West. The Western idols are individualism. They are consumption. They are selfishness. And so we don't realize how much that has creeped up 100% into Christian families, Christian marriages, in the sense of like, we basically have the same idols. We have just Christianized them. You know what I mean? We just listen to better music in our family and we don't swear. You know what I mean? But we still have the same fundamental things that are holding and girding up the family are the same values.